A very active pattern is in our future here with multiple rounds of severe weather and maybe the potential for some rain in the southeast in the coming days. In today's forecast, we're going to discuss the severe weather potential for rain in the southeast when it might come, and any other potential systems that may impact us in the United States in the coming days. As far as current conditions with the current radar, we have some rainfall down in Texas ongoing with some flooding concerns there today, as well as the northwest coast of California, and some showers, snow showers maybe, and rain showers here in the northeast. But overall, quiet conditions this morning. So as far as the mid-level flow pattern associated with our sensible weather, right? We got this trough that we got the northwest flow ongoing right now out in the east here, with a broad southerly flow reestablishing itself as we get towards the middle of the week, with a short wave maybe moving through the southeast, but no real sensible impacts with that, right? Maybe a short wave ridge to the east of this mid-level feature, upper level low that is swinging off through the Intermountain West here. And this is where our severe weather starts ramping up here into Wednesday. You see this high pressure to the east of it, which is preventing this from really moving to the east, right? That mid-level feature moves to the north, then brings severe weather a little bit further south here. If you look at severe weather parameters for day 3, right? You see where the severe weather is here. You go to day 4 and day 5. You see where the severe weather is going to be. So that's day 5, which is, let's see now. This is Thursday. This is Friday. And the Storm Prediction Center did note that the severe threat will likely continue through the weekend, but there's a little bit more uncertainty than right now with that and where it's going to end up being the most focus. So in the coming days, we're going to refine that forecast, right? But as we move on with this, take the severe threat off. All right. So you have more of a broad westerly flow here, with maybe a shortwave ridge here just in the Midwest. Upper level, mid-level feature hanging out up here in Canada, with multiple rounds of short waves moving through the flow here into Sunday, right? And maybe, just maybe, we'll get some rainfall here in the southeast. Let's look at that real quickly. Now, this is GFS, Global Forecast System Model, total precip amounts, okay? Don't take this to the bank, but it gives you a general idea where the heaviest rainfall is supposed to forecast to be, at least right now. And we have the heaviest here in the Texas into the deep south. You see the southeast remains pretty dry, right? Maybe some rainfall. And up in the northeast, the Central Plains, northern Intermountain West, the northern high plains, and parts of the Midwest get some more rainfall, maybe the northeast. But the southeast looks to remain relatively dry, although we'll get a couple inches of rain potential here. All right, but like I said, the highest totals are forecast to the west of us. So here's your excessive rainfall outlook for today. We have a marginal risk of flooding in the San Antonio area today, as well as the northwest coast and western coast of California, Sacramento, Redding, Eureka, San Francisco, and Monterey, and like San Antonio area today. So the flooding threat moves a little bit further south in California here, but then we focused in the same area tomorrow, down towards Los Angeles, just to the north of it. And the flooding risk in Texas goes a little bit further south and east as well. Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Texas have a marginal risk of excessive rainfall tomorrow. Then going to day 3, I know it's a little more zoomed in, but there's only one area here. I was able to zoom it in a little bit better. We got the marginal risk of excessive rainfall down here in southern Louisiana, parts of Texas here, generally centered on the Lake Charles area, but not expecting huge impacts here. Then we get into day 4, which is Thursday, right? Going back to the central U.S. with flooding concerns, Springfield, Missouri, Wichita, Kansas, Topeka, Kansas City, St. Louis, Davenport, Iowa, and Des Moines, and points southward here into parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas as well. Then we go to Friday. The flooding threat is just a little bit further to the south and east. Shreveport, Louisiana, Memphis, Tennessee. This marginal risk goes up to Paducah, Kentucky. Now, as we go to it in the severe weather outlook, this was Wednesday, right? The next couple of days, we just have general thunderstorms. Just a general marginal risk going from parts of western Oklahoma through Kansas to Nebraska and a little bit further to the north here. Not expecting, I don't think there's going to be tornadic threats, maybe large hail and some damaging wind gusts here. As we get into Thursday, the severe threat shifts further to the east with a large 15% risk going from Iowa and maybe just a little bit further north here towards Fairmont, Minneapolis, Minnesota, down towards Kansas City, Oklahoma City as well, and surrounding area here, Wichita, Kansas, Lawton, Oklahoma. So very large, slight risk here. So this forecast will be refined in the coming days as well. The threat moves further to the south and east. This is pretty much generally the same area they had outlined yesterday. Parts of Arkansas, Springfield, Missouri, down towards Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, Dallas, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana is in on this too. If you notice, it's the same area where we got the excessive rainfall outlook here. Now, this is the day to 3 to 7 U.S. hazards outlook. Shows roughly the same thing with some critical fire risk as well and high winds out west here and the heavy rain potential the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and severe weather on the 23rd and 24th. So this just kind of reinforces what we already know. All right. Now we look at temperatures, 6 to 10 day temperature and precip outlook. Above normal temps are expected in the southeast, with generally above normal precip for most of the U.S., with cooler than normal temperatures up north here. Go 8 to 14 day. This is towards the first part of May. That cooler air remains up in the northern U.S. and maybe pushing the central U.S. with 8 to 14 day precip amounts forecast to be slightly above normal here for most of the U.S., with the exception of the northwest U.S. and northern high plains here. Now we get week to 3 to 4 precip temperature outlook becomes more uncertain, but looking to be above normal in the southeast and parts of the northwest U.S., the western U.S., and southern U.S. Still looking to be above normal precip amounts with some drier conditions possible up in northern part of the U.S. and the northeast. Equal chances in the white areas here. Now, the seasonal outlook, which is issued a few days ago as well, highlights warmer than normal temperatures for most of the U.S., with equal chances up in the northern and upper Midwest and parts of the northern high plains, and possibly above normal precip along the east coast here, mid-Atlantic, desert southwest. That's all I got for today, guys. A little bit of a shorter video. I'm kind of ran out of time today, but I appreciate y'all watching. Have a good day and stay safe out there. God bless.